Okay, now, I wanted to talk about immigration reform, and I know it's a little late to talk about the binational couples and all that, the LGBT inclusion, and to really grasp this whole thing. Obviously, the Supreme Court of the United States struck down DOMA. Was it 2 weeks ago? About 2 weeks ago. DOMA has been struck down. Well, Section 3 of DOMA. Yeah, I mean, DOMA. What kind of a name is that for a fucking law? DOMA. Sounds like a pastry to me. Anyway. So, because it was struck down, the immigration department can now basically give out green cards to gay couples or binational couples. And my beef during the whole time about the immigration reform bill and how they were going to basically throw gay people under the bus was because, well, we gay people, we have, non-American citizens as partners or spouses, and all we wanted was a green card. But fucking Lindsey Graham, that closeted homo, can't have any of that now, because that would definitely redefine marriage, right? You give a green card to a gay guy, oh, that redefines marriage. I don't know. I mean, Washington is so fucking loony these days with all these crackpots calling themselves statesmen. They're not even politicians, because at least politicians want to lie, tend to lie a little bit. Well, at least they want to be a little nicer than this. But what we have is a dysfunction, is a disease in fucking Washington. And do you really expect that the fascists of the Republican Party and the House of Representatives are going to pass that bill? You're kidding. I mean, right now, it doesn't have the gay thing in it. It has no gay thing in it. I don't think it does. I heard about something about the asylum provision that we were gonna include gay people, and I don't know. That's just really vague at this time. But that doesn't really matter. What matters is that the Republicans are not gonna pass this bill. They're not. Deal with it. And I don't know. I mean, I have many relatives who are illegals. No, that's not a slur, is it? Illegal aliens, illegal immigrants. Well, they call themselves illegals. All my relatives who are here illegally, they say, "Oh, soy ilegal. No tengo papeles. I don't have no papers." But now, because of DOMA was repealed, I had one of my relatives. He's like my fifth cousin. I don't know. I have so many cousins. It's like 3,000 of them. Basically, half of the city here in Phoenix is they are related to me. If you're Hispanic, you are basically my cousin. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some great uncle of mine had like 300 kids. Man, that guy was a fucking breeder. But a relative of mine said, "Oh, we should get married. I'm a little bi." I don't know why he all of a sudden came out of the closet like that. He said a little bi. I don't know what he meant by that. I think what he meant was, "I'll fuck you in the ass, Jose, and if you marry me, so I can get my green card." Fuck no, I'm not gonna do that. He was butt ugly anyway. I'm not gonna do that. But I just want to say too that be careful with this immigration thing. Let me just say that to the gay community and everybody else who's interested in the gay community. You see what's going on in the Dominican Republic right now? You have this gay ambassador appointed by Obama going to the Dominican Republic, and all the Dominicans there are having a fit about this. The Catholic Church there is having a fit about it. Basically, they don't want this guy there because he's gay, and it's offensive to them. Are you sure you want those kinds of people in our country? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that we should gut the bill. I'm not saying we should stop the bill. I'm just saying let's think about this for a bit. I mean, let's not rush this through. Now that we're not part of it anymore, and we don't need to be a part of it anymore, right? Thank you, Senator Leahy, for your hard work to get that done, but oh well, the Supreme Court did your job, and DOMA's no longer in the law. Thank you very much. But the whole bit about this immigration legislation is that we have to really look at it into its effects. And one of those effects is we're going to have a lot more people. Now, I would say that most of the Mexicans, we're not going to have a problem with them. And in fact, that's what the majority of the illegal immigrants, undocumented immigrants, I'm sorry, for all of you white liberals that get into my case about that. Undocumented immigrants. Most of them are Mexicans. And for the most part, they are okay, except, I mean, it depends what part of Mexico they're from. If they're from the, well, yeah, it also depends on the elevation. I swear to God, those who live in higher elevations, they're fucking homophobic. Those up in the mountains who live in these deserted towns and villages up in Guerrero, Michoacan, these are the hardcore areas of homophobia, is right over there in that area. We have cases that I have seen where they find gay guys, they'll rape them, they'll decapitate them, they'll dice them up in little pieces, and the Mexican media kind of reports it, but not really in a bit. It's so fucked up over there. You know what I'm saying? But really, there are a lot of hardcore homophobes in Mexico. Hardcore. So let's just be careful about that. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, we have enough homophobes here in the country. We have our Aunt Linda Harvey. We have Brian Fisher. We have Tony Perkins. We have Pat Robertson. Isn't that enough? I mean, you want more? You want more homophobes in this country running around, wanting to vote? I don't know if you want that, do you? So all I'm saying is we should look at the bill and kind of be, I don't know, on the lookout, I guess, to make sure that we don't allow certain people to come to the country. And I would say, like the Caribbean area, I would be kind of careful with Cubans also, but they get a green card anyway without this bill. And I'll be very careful with Africans, Ugandans. Oh, you want some Ugandans in this country? You know how they treat gay people over there, right? How about some Iranians? Well, most of the Persians are pretty nice people. Most Muslims, mind their own business. But I don't know if you're going to want these jihadis and Al-Qaeders, as they say. But those are just a few bits. How about some Russians, some Eastern Europeans, some Chechens who don't like gay people, and for some other reason they also don't like marathon runners, But just be careful with who we let in. And I'm not saying to base it on race like racists do. There are many racists who say we don't want any more immigration, any more brown people. We are losing our identity and all that bullshit. I'm saying is that our country is based not on race or ethnicity or nationality. We are based on ideas. And that's what we are supposed to be more careful about, ideas. If you are a Ugandan who's pro-gay, well, I guess we can let you in. But you see, most of the people from that country are not pro-gay. They're anti-gay, they're homophobic. Look at Eastern Europe, which is really now the hotbed of homophobia, and racism too, by the way. You want to see racists? You think that the South is racist enough? The South's pretty racist, and all the teabaggers in the South. But look at Eastern Europe, look at Estonia, look at Lithuania, look at the Russians. They're fucking racist as hell. You think America's racist? You think like that black church that had that sign outside their lawn? In America, America, KK, you can kill black people now? No. How about in Russia? They kill black people and nobody gives a shit. That's racism. Oh, but you want to have Russians, you want to have Ukrainians, you want to have Polish people, you want to have, certain people from Italy, who's very conservative country, very. And you know what the Republicans are asking, right? They want more Europeans to come in, more white people. And it's not because of the race necessarily, although that's part of it too. But it's because most of the Europeans that will be coming over from those areas, the Eastern Bloc, former Soviet Union, former communist countries, Albania, Georgia, it's because they're reactionary, conservative, anti-gay, very, very religious, and very easy to manipulate. So that's what we're going to deal with. And I'm just going to say, be careful what you wish for. We have to be very careful as to what is in the bill. Who are we going to let in? Should we have a test for extremism? I think we should. And we can set those laws like that. We have for many years. We didn't allow communists into the country. We don't allow prostitutes in. We don't allow, So I think we should have a little clause in there that says, hey, if you are an anti-gay extremist, I'm not just saying that you're opposed to gay marriage. I'm just saying that if you're saying that it's okay to kill gay people, that they're perverts, and then if you are an extremist, you shouldn't be in this country. You shouldn't cross the border or enter our port or our airports and demand a green card. Demand that I let you in my country so you can bash me in the head. I'm not going to let you do that. So I'm just saying, be careful what you wish for.